I'm waking up to a left, right, steady fighting as I march into my best life. No longer dreaming, achieving what I believe in, though seeing can be deceiving. Listen up before I breathe in. The kiss of death, the right can go left.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. BlockBoy, SportsTalk.
All right, it's your boy Bex. You know how we doing it, baby?
Boy Marco Polo. And it's the second round of the playoffs.
Playoffs, baby. Yeah.
NBA. But before we get into that, some NFL updates. It was the NFL draft. A lot of players tried to reposition themselves to better their team for this upcoming NFL season. Houston got, I believe, a lot of it. The top 5 of the draft, we're not going to cover the whole draft. Y'all look that up. Bryce Young went to Carolina, C.J. Stroud to Houston, as well as Will Anderson in Houston. Anthony Richardson went to Florida, from Florida, went to Indianapolis to get him a quarterback. God, they needed one. Thanks, it is. And Seattle got cornerback Devin Witherspoon.
Three black quarterbacks in the first 4 picks, man. Unbelievable. That's great. But black quarterbacks that came in the draft, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. That's historic. As well as I think the Eagles came out big in the draft. They looking real fierce. We're gonna see how this go play out. But y'all know y'all favorite team is. We just want to touch base on the draft real quick.
What's the name?
Nobody important.
A little bit of anyway, XFL news. The DC Defenders, 10-1, best record in the XFL.
Yes. Get
to the championship.
DC, stand up.
And Houston could have got there to try to avenge their earlier season loss to the Defenders, but they lost to the Arlington Renegades. Get into the championship with a 5-6 record.
4-6.
5-6. They're 5-6 now that they won the last game.
Okay.
Over Houston.
Okay.
But the Defenders, come on, get that ring. Go and get that ring. Bring that ring to DC. XFL Defenders.
Well, you know they're gonna get the win, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Take all your money and put it on the Defenders. They're gonna win this, and it's not gonna be close. Real simple.
Y'all heard it right here, BlockBoy SportsTalk. Put your cash on DC Defenders. XFL.
Yeah, going in.
What else is going around besides
the NHL, man? I gotta tell y'all about the NHL. You know, the Bruins, who had an unbelievable season. For y'all that watch the hockey, y'all know that Bruins won 65 games this year. Had a record-breaking season. Nobody could win up there in Boston, and lo and behold, they took an L in the playoffs. The Florida Panthers put them out the playoffs.
And they are.
Especially my brother, as well as the Avalanche, who are the defending champs, they gone too. Kraken took them out. So we're gonna have a new NHL championship coming up. So hey, watch out for that in the NHL, ladies and gentlemen.
And then what we're here to talk about mainly is the playoffs round 2 as the Golden State.
Wait a minute, because we're not gonna do the box talk. We're not gonna do box talk.
We're not gonna do box talk
because there's boxing this week. That's what we're gonna
do. Box talk?
No. Tell them who fighting this weekend.
This weekend, this is Cinco de Mayo weekend, and we have who else fights on Cinco de Mayo weekend?
Canelo, baby.
Canelo Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
And Canelo Alvarez is fighting none other than hard-hitting, straight out of the UK, John Ryder. Exactly. That's what we was thinking the same thing. John Ryder, he won the last bout, and they say that he is Canelo's mandatory. As we know that Canelo's looking to fight John, Peters, and Pauls. No Anthony, Andre, no Jamals.
None of them.
No. He is the top and the #1 best cherry picker of them all. Now, we still love Canelo and what he does. He's still considered one of the pound-for-pound greatest. This belt will be held in Canelo's hometown in Mexico.
Yeah.
With the odds being tremendously in his favor.
Minus 2,000 if you want to take Canelo. Plus 1,000 if you think there'll be an upset.
I believe that it will go under 6. He'll fight them He'll let his crowd get a little bit of entertainment.
Right.
He's not going to knock him out first round. It is going to be in his hometown. I'll say it goes out. Hey, Cinco de Mayo, hey, why not pick 5? I say Canelo and 5 for Cinco tonight.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo weekend.
The Mayo weekend over John Wilder.
I'll take it a step further because it's on actually May the 6th. I'll take the 6th round. So I think it'll go about 6 rounds and, you know what I mean? A ham sandwich, and that's about it.
And he'll go back to his regular.
We're not even gonna do box talk for that. We kept a real short sweep right here on Sports Talk this week because that wasn't. Yeah.
I don't even believe it's pay-per-view. Moving on to the NBA playoffs.
This is what we're talking about. Now let's talk. Let's go.
As the Golden State Warriors battle hard to get past Sacramento as they waited so many years to get in the playoffs, Golden State, the defending champions, proved to be a little bit too much for Sacramento as they get past, and this concludes the first round, and the second round is set. It's the Nuggets versus the Suns. Warriors and the Lakers, which will be game 1 tonight.
Yes, sir.
Warriors and the Lakers out there. The Lakers really wanted to play Sacramento. That's a whole nother story. They got the Warriors, and this is going to be one of the most epic series and defining series if one of these teams goes on to win it all. They can say Steph's better. They can continue to say LeBron's better. The whole argument. But the argument does get thicker if Steph wins this. The GOAT argument. Yeah, the GOAT argument.
But before we get there, we can't go to the GOATs and all that because that other teams playing.
The Heat upset the Bucks, of course. The Knicks.
The Knicks. Upset the Knicks.
Yeah,
upset the Bucks.
Right. Exactly. The closing out of the first round, and they already went up 1-0 on the Knicks.
Ooh, tough.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets, man. He does the damn thing.
He does what he does. Randall's still down. He allowed them. All 3 players are expected.
Brunson
maybe
not. Brunson is actually
questionable.
A little questionable.
Ankle injury.
And Butler has an ankle injury, but I believe they both gonna play.
We will see. It's the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
And the 76ers versus the Celtics.
The bearded one.
Woo! That concludes that. That's who was in the second round. It's almost time to get that ring, baby.
He's already came out in the first round so far and dropped a 45-piece biscuit. 45 piece no biscuit.
Let's start it off in the first round.
Okay.
The first series is already the Denver Nuggets Joker, which they will announce the MVP tonight. Maybe be Joker, maybe MVP. But the Joker, they go up 2-0 on the Suns as Paul gets his annual. What?
Yeah, he gets an annual injury. You know, a little bone, a calf. It's one of his soft tissue injuries. Every year,
it's about that time.
It's about that time for him to get an injury.
For Chris Paul to get that annual injury, that's why he gets the insurance commercial. No,
exactly. No doubt. Good one.
But the Joker is showing why he should actually get the MVP.
MVP candidate, heavy MVP candidate.
Heavy. Durant and them. The second game they looked much better. They got blew out the first game.
Oh, it wasn't fair.
It wasn't even fair. They wasn't ready. I don't know if Denver had too much rest. They didn't get enough rest. Whatever it was, they got blew up. The second game they looked like they were going to edge the Nuggets out until Chris Paul had that injury and things turned south. The West there 2-0, and I don't believe they're going to come. I don't believe they're going to win 4 out of 5.
Well, see, in my opinion right now, I look at what's going on with the fact that the Suns don't have a bench. And the Denver Nuggets are just too deep at the moment. And the only way the Suns can win this series is going to be for Booker and Durant to go off for 40 apiece for the rest of the series.
In 4 out of 5 games?
Yeah, man, in 4 out of 5 games. And I just don't see it.
It's not impossible. I just wouldn't put my money on it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Right now, I think Denver's going to win that series. And it might be one of them gentleman sweeps, like 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah. It could happen. Definitely could happen.
They're already up 2-0. And Boston let one slip away. They played without Embiid. James Harden played lights out.
Oh, so all right, so the 76ers in Boston is only one game. Yeah. Most would believe that the Celtics was going to definitely win that game, being though Embiid was not playing.
And Harden came to the
James Harden had the best game of his life.
Yeah, shout out to Maxey. Maxey played tough. He had help. Tobias Harris. They all played tough.
They all played tough. They played a lot of defense.
Joe Mazzulla wasn't coaching that game properly. You don't have any bigs. All you do is attack, go downhill. That's what they were supposed to do. They did in the first half. They had 40 points in the paint. To 22.
And this has been the best assistant year I've ever seen James Harden play.
Oh, man.
His passion has been most unselfish, and he still gets his points.
Well, here's the thing about that. I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, the reason why James Harden, in my opinion, has played so well this offseason, because usually he's carrying so much load. When he's got to the NBA, or get to the playoffs before, it's always been on his shoulders. He's scoring 30-something points a night. Averaging almost a triple-double and all that. He was able to take the back seat, pick and roll with Embiid, not really do a whole lot put a lot of pressure on his body. He was able to take certain nights off, control the tempo, what he did, and save a lot of gas for moments like last night, and he showed out. And I think that's what's going on. Him having a superstar as a co-player, that I think that made a big
45. Yeah. Highest playoff game ever for James Harden.
Yeah. Crazy. Great.
Like a Harden of old. And what did he say? No, don't shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We ain't do nothing yet.
We ain't done nothing yet.
He ain't satisfied. That speaks volumes.
Yeah. That's
shout out to James Harden.
Shout out to James Harden.
76.
Yeah, that was right in the post-game interview. They was getting ready to get all excited. He said, don't get excited right now. It's a lot more work to be done.
It's a lot more basketball to be played.
I like that. Speaking of superstars, though, I gotta say this: the ended round, the first round. Shout out to Sacramento Kings; they played tough.
Shout out to Fox.
They definitely did. Hey, De'Aaron Fox is gonna be a superstar in this league, but you can get it spicy, or you can get it curry, but you're gonna get it hot. And I'm here to tell you, Steph Curry is a monster, and he dominated that last game and took the fans out of the game. He dropped 50 on them. He was incredible, and I think they take that momentum going into this next series with the Lakers. Although, the problem I have with that Lakers series with the Golden State Warriors is I think they're going to have a big matchup problem with AD. Although Looney was unbelievable on the boards against Sacramento, it's going to be tough against AD, and I don't think you can play AD the way you play Sabonis, leaving him 15 feet out in the open. But, on the flip side, who's going to guard Steph? So, threes are more important than twos, so I like Golden State to win that series. That's just my thoughts right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, this is Lakers legacy right now.
Yes, sir.
LeBron wants it.
Mm-hmm.
He crept into the playoffs. We didn't think he was going to make it in there. He snuck on in there and got past the first round. The Grizzlies, number 2.
Bronny,
after they got demolished one game, they come back and close the series out, and he has a bench. I mean, he has some players around him who really want him, who are hungry. I don't think it's just that easy to pick Golden State on this one. Right. The Lake Show.
And Dylan Brooks, they got Dylan Brooks ousted out of the Grizzlies. Like, after all the shenanigans with that Lakers series, the Grizzlies said, we don't want you and we want nothing to do with you under any circumstances. I mean, that's coming from the office. That's what they said.
I mean, it's just like you had, saying you dropped some chips from something on the ground. The chips might still look good a little bit, but because they on the ground, they dirty, they're tarnished. Like, I don't know them chips, man.
Yeah.
That Dylan Brooks,
yeah.
Brown, he's a good player. Somebody gonna pick him up, man. He'll be all right. He'd be all right, but
they don't want him.
They don't want him.
Shout out to Paulo Banchero. He did get Rookie of the Year. I don't know, we spoke on that last week, and like we said before, the MVP will be announced tonight. It's between Embiid, Giannis, and the Joker. I had the Joker all year up until the final month of the season, and Embiid really took off, and I think, recency bias will kick in, and I think Embiid will edge out the Joker. That's my thoughts.
Also, tonight, coming up soon, we about to shortcut this podcast to the end of this duration. The Knicks and the Heat Game 2. Game 2 tonight, as well as the Lakers and the Warriors Game 1. So you will see us again before the finals on the next Sport Talk. I got the Knicks. I got us pulling it off, of course. Of course I'm biased.
Okay.
Who you got pulling out that series?
To the series? Oh man, it's hard for me to go against Jimmy Buckets because of the experience, man. I mean, I think people forget that they've been to the NBA Finals, and Spoelstra is a great coach. They got a cast of characters that seem to be playing a lot tougher than a lot of people want to give them credit for. Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson came, stepped right in, played tough. So I see him edging them, but I think it might have to go 7. If Julius Randle does come back and have a monster series, then that debate can change. Yeah.
I mean, with them upsetting the Bucks, they're been favored about most. Even though despite them being an 8 seed, by them upsetting the Bucks, it changes a lot of
playoff Jimmy, baby.
Jimmy Buckets. And last but not least, 76ers and the Celtics. We're not sure who when Embiid is coming back.
I would rest him. I would rest him another game.
Yeah, they give him a chance to wrestle one more.
I would.
So who you got in that series?
Sheesh.
I would like to say the Celtics. I had the Celtics coming in.
Right.
Tatum's going to have to show a lot. They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to come out swinging. They're going to have to come out like Denver Nuggets in the first game against the Suns. They're going to have to
say this.
Putting the laying.
I'm going to say this right now. It looks like
making a statement. How to make a statement on this next game.
The Philadelphia 76ers have a big advantage on one aspect, is that they were able to get a win without Embiid. And with getting that win without Embiid, you can sit them for this next game and probably go back home 1-1. And then now you got a dynamic change, and they have to make coaching adjustments for Embiid when he does return. And you might can get him off guard and get you a couple of games at home. When you look up, coming back to Boston 3-1, that's tough. That's the way I kind of envision how it could play out. So, it's a toss-up. I really would have had Boston. I had Boston in the beginning of this series make way more than I do now, because Boston let him off the hook, and Joe Mazzulla didn't make the quite coaching adjustments. And me not watching going against Doc Rivers, I think Doc might have an edge in him in coaching. You got to know how to make these adjustments on the fly, and if you don't do that,
the way how passionate Harden is playing right now is what they need. It's what they need besides the beat. I see the 76ers upsetting them. And I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. But that one one advantage still, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. As long as they get Embiid back by the third game, I say 76ers. It'll be 76ers and the Knicks in the finals, in the semifinals, going to the finals. With that being said, we're going to close this out with our top 5 out of the 8. Our top 5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
And of course, it's not about this or that, or about who says what.
Nah.
It's about who we believe is the toughest, who we want to see. If you have your opinion, that's why we got comments. Leave it in the top 5.
Leave comments in there. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the lives. Everybody here, we here.
We are in here. And Marco Polo's top 5, start with number 5, the Golden State Warriors. The returning champions.
And number 5.
Number 4, the LA Lakers. Number 3, Jimmy Buckets in the Heat.
Okay.
Number 2, the Embiid-less 76ers.
Wow.
And number 1, this is never number 1. This is the first time number 1. The Denver Nuggets, the choker. Oh my God. That's my top 5. That's my top 5 of the remaining NBA teams.
My top 5, I got the Boston Celtics at number 5. I got Philly at number 4. At number 3, I'm going with the Miami Heat. At number 2, I'm going with the Golden State Warriors. And at my number 1, I got to go with the possible MVP for the third time, Joker and the Denver Nuggets. That's what I'm going with.
You heard it here first and last.
Yes, sir.
BlockBoy SportsTalk.
Y'all already know how we do.
We included BlockBoy BoxTalk in this session.
Yeah, right.
Remember we picking Canelo in 5 or 6
exactly.
against John, Buck, Peter. He's fighting somebody on the 6 in his hometown.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be Canelo.
Right, Canelo,
John Ryder.
You know what? Fun fact, Canelo Canelo has more knockouts than Ryder has fights. Just a fun fact.
This is just a fun fact. But he's the mandatory.
39-37.
Hopefully Canelo either retires yeah, I'm being honest, man. Let the Mexican monster David Benavidez take over that. He's willing to fight at least the best. But join us next time on BlockBoy's BoxTalk with the real prediction with Devin Haney and Lomachenko. But this has been BlockBoy Sport Talk. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend.
Yes.
You're tired of watching the boring old people on the other stations. You want to get your quick wrap up, get informed really quickly by some. And all the great predictions that we always have. You know how we do it. BlockBoy Sport Talk. Peace. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do that. Hey, man. Y'all already know how we do it, man. Okay, BlockBoy Sports Talk. Holla at your boy. Let me know what y'all think, man. Appreciate it.
I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. I'm a block boy and block boys do block things. Once you in it, then you in it, and there's no stopping.